Thank you again for coming to the Institute's 117th annual commencement ceremony. It is always a pleasure and great to see so many parents, families, friends, and neighbors join the Caltech community to celebrate these outstanding young and women. Thanks again to all of you here, and I think you deserve a great round of applause. I would also like to acknowledge our distinguished Caltech faculty. Our students are taught by faculty who are world leaders in their fields and also very eager to share that knowledge. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. Students, show more excitement. That's better, that's much better. Caltech also has some of the most dedicated and effective trustees in higher education. Several of them are here with us today. Members of the Board of Trustees, please stand and be recognized. Graduates, you have earned the right to take your place alongside generations of classes that have carried the Caltech torch of discovery into the world. At reunion weekend a few weeks ago, we welcomed such a group, the class of 1961, into the Caltech's half-century club. Like you, the class of 1961 was at Caltech during a very exciting time, and its members took those experiences with them as they went on to do great things. Back in the 1960-61 timeframe, Caltech icon and Nobel Prize winner Richard Feynman, and it was a Nobel Prize, started his seminal lectures on physics. He also gave the famous talk, "There is plenty of room at the bottom," which is widely considered to mark the birth of nanoscience and nanotechnology. 50 years later, in January of 2011, Caltech hosted TEDx Caltech, inspired by that 50th anniversary. And it was an event to look at the future of innovation in science and technology, a future in which Caltech continues to lead the way. The class of '61 was also at Caltech at the dawn of the space age. After the launch of Sputnik in 1957, engineers at JPL designed and built Explorer 1, the first US satellite fired into space in 1958. Today, as you heard already from Dr. Cressa, Caltech's partnership with NASA continues to flourish, and JPL engineers are now preparing the Mars Science Laboratory, which will be launched just the day after Thanksgiving and will land on Mars in August of next year. For both the class of 1961 and the class of 2011, the Caltech educational experience encourages students to become fully engaged citizen scientists. In 1958, Martin Luther King visited the Caltech campus to speak to the students on the progress being made in the US civil rights movement. Just this morning, you heard Professor Zowell discuss his first-hand experience at another historic struggle for freedom as the Egyptian people are moving their country toward democracy. In a tradition of Benjamin Franklin, Dr. Zowell is an exemplary citizen scientist, and all of you are now poised to play similar roles in the future. 1961 was the year of the great Rose Bowl prank, when Caltech students tricked poor Washington fans into holding up thousands of placards that spelled out Caltech instead of Huskies. Although your class did not repeat such a prank on its 50th anniversary, I know you well enough to be confident that you share the same, call it creative mind and sense of mischief as your infamous predecessors. When it comes to science and technology, Caltech is at the center of the action now, just as it was in 1961. In fact, President Obama tied these two great Caltech periods together in his State of the Union address when he cited Caltech's current solar energy research as part of America's response to our generation's Sputnik moment. Whatever the time, when confronted with the most critical and difficult challenges, you call Caltech. Graduates, you are the keepers of this proud tradition, and I charge you with taking the Caltech torch out into the world and blazing a trail so bright that 50 years from now, the Caltech class of 2061 will be challenged with living up to the legacy of achievement. It will be a great pleasure to watch your many successes, a pleasure only surpassed by that of getting to know so many of you and watching you grow during your time at Caltech. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chanel. At the conclusion of the Alma Mater, I'd like to ask you to remain at your seats until the platform party has marched out. Will the audience now please rise as the Glee Clubs lead us in singing Caltech's Alma Mater, the words for which are found on the final page of your program.